What we need to do next is to put some contents into the repository. We're going to use the game repository in our case because it just seems to be more intuitive, and we're going to put the contents of RPG Game into the repository. Well, here's a typical configuration. It consists of a number of different directories, each containing various files. The doc directory, for example, contains all of the documentation files. And if we do a longer listing, then we can see that there are also some directories, class use, and index files, as well as some other types of data. If we look at the source directory, then that's where we keep all our Java files, our source texts. It's always good policy to put a README into every directory so that other users know exactly what's in the directory. And if we list out one of our programs, we can see that this is the RPG file that we modified earlier. There's the screen width and there's the screen height. So now we need to get the contents of this directory into our repository. This is done. This is done using the import command. So we're going to import with a message that says the initial import. And I'll spell import correctly next time. The contents of RPG Game. Now this is the collection of files that we're going to import and put into our version control system. And we're going to import RPG Game into the game repository. What we need to do is give the svn command a URL. So if it's just a file on our local machine, we have to use the file : directive, but otherwise we would give it a full URL. And there's svn adding all of the files in RPG Game into our game repository. And it's telling us that we actually have a committed revision 1. And if we look now, here are all of the Java files that we looked at earlier in the RPG Game repository.